Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Shoaib. Welcome in this PCS7 tutorial video series. In this video, we will learn the basic of the project configuration in Siemens PCS7, and we will also learn how to create a first project in the PCS7 step by step. So let's get started the PCS7 basic configuration steps. We'll follow the PCS7 workflow to create a new project. So let's understand one by one these steps. So these are all the steps we have to create a PCS7 new project. So first we will do the global setting. Then we will create a new project through wizard. And after that, we will do the hardware configurations and the OS and AS hardware configuration. Then we'll configure the plant hierarchy, and after that we'll develop a logic through CFC, and then we'll compile our AS project configurations, and we'll download our logic inside the controller. Then we'll compile our OS configurations, and after that we will rearrange our graphics, redesign the graphic, and then we will run the project. So let's uh, understand these all steps in detail. So the first step is global setting. So before start the project, it's recommended to do the global setting in the PCS7. So you can go in the option and then click over the customize, and then few of the global setting will appear here. So we'll learn in detail what all these global configurations. So the first global configuration, language and mnemonics. Then we'll understand the user project and library locations. Then we'll do the setting of the archive, and then the message numbering. So after global configuration, we will move toward to create our new project through wizard. We'll open the wizard. So then in the wizard, the first part is we have to select the CPU. We will select the CPU bundle from this drop down list, or we can select the CPU. We can find the part number. Through part number also we can select it. Then the plant hierarchy, we will select the plant hierarchy, how many levels we want. In the PCS7 maximum 8 level is there. So we'll select the plant hierarchy. Then AS object, in this tutorial video, we will only configure the CFC charts. So we'll select the CFC chart, and then we'll select the OS object, and we'll select PCS7 OS. So here we have single station system or multi-station system or multi-station system redundant. So in this tutorial video, we'll learn how we can create a single station project. Then we will specify the name and location of our project, and then we'll click over the finish. Once our project is created, then we'll move toward the hardware configuration side. The first step we will do, we'll rename our SIMATIC 7400 station, and we will rename with the mixer plant, and then we'll rename S7 program also as per our project requirement or whatever we want to put the project name. Then we will configure the AS. So here you will select the semantic phone station, and then you will click over the hardware, and after that we will add our require iOS module inside hardware configuration. And then we'll also configure the interface. In this tutorial video, we will configure two of the interface, IO bus interface and the plant bus interface. So once our AS configuration is completed, then we'll move toward the OS hardware configuration. So to OS, we'll rename the OS station. You have to ensure that this name of PCS semantic PC station should be same name as your engineering station name is there. So in the computer property, you can find what is the name. Then we will configure the PC hardware. So you have to select the station and then double click over the configuration. After configuring the PC hardware, then we'll insert a network card. So, and once we insert the network card, after that, we will make sure AS and OS physical connection is established. If it is not established, we have to select it, and we have to configure over this Profinet interface card. It should be physically connected with the our IE general. So after configuring the AS/OS physical connection, then we'll do the logical connection, and after that we'll configure the PGPC interface, and after that, once our OS hardware configuration is completed, we'll transfer this configuration into the PC, and once our configuration is successfully completed, we'll get this message: transfer completed successfully. So once our hardware configuration project configuration is transferred successfully, after that we will download the logical connection in the PC. So once our hardware like the project configuration is transferred and connection also successfully downloaded, like connection, this icon will be appear, and once our project configuration is successfully transferred in station configuration editor, you can see here the IE general and the WinCC application is configuration is successfully transferred. So after completing the hardware configuration part, then we'll move toward the plant hierarchy side. So we'll rename the plant hierarchy as per our project requirement. As you can see here, we have the like 5 level of plant hierarchy. In the top hierarchy, we have the plant, then we have the production area, then line 1, line 2, whatever, and in the below of the line 1, we have the mixer 1, mixer 2, mixer 3. In one of the mixer 1, we have the pumps and valves. After renaming the plant hierarchy, then we'll move toward the assignment of the plant hierarchy. If you have more than one controller in your project, then you must have to assign in this configuration. Okay. Okay. And after that, you have to customize the plant hierarchy. We'll discuss in detail in shortly. After configuring the plant hierarchy, then we'll develop our logic. So we will rename our CFC chart and the picture object. Then we'll add APL block, Advanced Process Library block. And as you can see, we select the Advanced Process Library version 9.1. Then we select the drive, and after that we select the motor object, and we just select and drag and drop it here. So after developing the logic, then we will compile our project. So you have to must ensure that while you are doing this first time, then the entire project you have to compile it. And this change only option will not be visible for you while you are doing first time this compilation. And you have to also must ensure that if you did the entire project compilation, then your CPU will go in stop mode and then it will go in run mode. So this entire program compilation you will do in the first time. So in the later stages, you will do only the change only compilation. Then we'll start our PLC sim, and then after that we will compile our hardware configuration, and then we'll download our hardware configuration in the controller. And after that we will download our charts in the controller. So AS part we already compile and download our controller. Now we'll move toward the OS compilation. So we'll compile the OS, and after that we will select the network connection, and our OS compilation part will be done. And after that we'll open the OS object, and once WinCC Explorer will open, then you have to select the graphic designer, and after that your like mixer one, as I show you is you in the level 4 hierarchy, we have the mixer one. So in mixer you will open the picture of the mixer one, and you will find these two objects like the motor and wall object, and we will import this tank and this motor here, and we will redesign this whole our graphics. And after that we'll modify the communication setting. So you have to open the tag management, then you have to select the TCP IP, and after that you have to select the logical device name. If you have some CP card, you have to select it here from CP card, but for my case I'm using PLC sim, so I will select the PLC sim. And finally we will run our project or activate our project, and we will see run time, whatever our configuration, we can see those all runtime. So let's do it practically, these all steps, how we can create our new project. So we will open the semantic manager. So in this tutorial video, we are using PCS7 version 9.1 SP2. So when you open the semantic manager for the first time, and before creating a new project, you have to customize the software environment. For example, specify which language will be used in a project and where user project and library are stored. So we'll see in the our first step, global configuration, few of the settings. So for that you have to come here in the option, Then you have to click the customize. So the first language, you have to specify which language you will be used in a project. For example, we will be use the English language, and the mnemonic also will use the English. And after that, we will select the general, and in the general configuration, we will configure the project and library location. The location of the user project and library should be specified to the different from the default location. This is also proposed to protect your data in case of the C drive crash. So you have to change this project and the library location, that is a recommended. And after that, the one more global configuration is archiving. Before backup a project, you can define which archive program to use and where to store the archive data. My recommendation, you should have to use pkzip pkzip program to archive your project. So that's some few of the configurations. So now we'll move toward our second step to create a project. So we'll use the new project visit. So why we have to use new project visit? This is recommended to create a new project in the PCS7 in the multi-project structure. So we will use the visit to create a multi-project in the PCS7, which consists of the sub-project and the master library at the beginning. So you have to go in the file option, and then you have to come here in the new project visit. So new project visit, we'll select the next. So here we have to first select the CPU. To select the suitable automation system, you should know few of the points. Like you must have to know the power supply, either it's AC or DC, and then modular rack type, it's UR1 or UR2. Like UR1 is a 18 slot and UR2 is a 9 slot, and it's with CP card or without CP card. And also you must have to know the firmware version, either 8.1, 8.2 or any other version. So as you can see here, we have the firmware version, then AC supply detail, then rack information, then we have the CP information. You must should have to know. Alternatively, you can also select the CPU bundle function through this find option, and you can put the part number, or you can enter MLB number to select the suitable CPU. So in this tutorial, I will select this single. Okay. And after that, I will select any of the controller, and CP card, I will put it 0. Then click at next. Then our second step is the plant hierarchy. So here I will select the level 5s. So what is this plant hierarchy? The plant hierarchy is a structured way to represent a physical and functional layout of any industrial facility within the automation system. It is organized the plant into a logical section and providing a clear overview and simplify project configuration, operation, and maintenance. Then AS object will configure only CFC chart. I will uncheck SFC chart. And then the OS object, I will select the PCS7 OS. Okay, so in the OS, the PCS7 OS project can be a single station, multi-station, or multi-station system redundant. Normally, the selection is made between the single station and the multi-station. For single station system, the OS database cannot be shared with other machines. Only one PC station can operate the data. So for the multi-station, the Windows client server architecture is used. The data which is provided by OS system can be used by other machines like clients. So in this tutorial video, we will select the single station, and after that, I will click next. So from here, you can specify the project name and the project location. So I will put the project name, for example, my project one, and you can specify any of the location. For example, I will just keep it remain same this configuration, and after that, I will click over the finish. So our project is created. Click over OK. So we'll organize. We have here component view and the plant view. So in the component view, we'll do the hardware configuration. We'll just organize it. Okay. So now in our hardware configuration step, the first step is we will rename our semantic 400 station name. So I will put it here, mixer plant. Then we'll rename our step 7 program. And I'll also put the same name, mixer plant. Okay. After that, we will click here and then we'll move toward the hardware configuration side and we'll open the hardware. So after creating a multi project with PCS7 wizard, as an AS station was automatically created, if you have selected the correct bundle, then the AS station in the hardware configuration will be exactly same as your existing AS is there. So now here I will add some RIOs. So before that, I will just disconnect because I don't have the Profibus network in my controller. So here you can see I have two Profinet ports, X5 and X8. So I will use X5 to communicate with my OS systems and X8 port I will use to communicate with my RIOs. So here I will add one insert a Profinet IO system, and I will create and I will put it IO bus. And for this IO bus, I will just keep default the IP address range and click OK. Here I will add one more interface also. So right click, insert Profinet IO system, and I will put it the name of this plant bus. Click OK and select this IP address range. Click OK. So I will again ensure that this network IP address 0.1 and this network IP address range 1.1. Okay, so I configure my interface card. So now I will add Profinet IOs. So I will select this IO bus and select from here the interface module and just select and drag and drop it here. Okay, perfect. I will maximize it so you can easily see. Okay, fine. After that, I will add some IOS module, for example, DI16 input module. Just select your interface module, and after that, select from here DI and just drag and drop it here. And similar manners, I will add some output module also. Let's select, drag and drop it here. So that's it. And just now from the CPU side, I'll right click, object property, and startup one restarted. Okay. Then protection. In the protection, I will select access protection. This first option you have to select, click OK. Then click over the save and compile. So we don't have any error in our hardware configuration. So that our hardware configuration is completed for AS. Just I will close it. Now next is our OS configuration. For the OS configuration, first we will rename our semantic PC station name. For renaming the PC station name, you must have to ensure the name of the PC station should be the same as our computer name, the engineering station. So as you can see, I will open it. So my engineering station name is ES01. So you have to put it the same name, same computer name. So I will right click, rename ES01. Should be kept it ES01. Okay. And after that, you have to right click object property and you have to check mark this computer name identical to the PC station and click OK. Okay, once you click it, you can see the icon is changed now. So now next step is So select the PC station, and after that click here in the configuration. So after having opening the hardware configuration, you will see the PC station with the number of index line is there. Here you can see there's lots of index line is there. In the line 2, you can find the object WinCC application already available as an interface between the network card and the OS project. So from here, we'll add one more network interface. So for that, you have to expand semantic PC station, then PC industry, Ethernet. So if you have any of the CP card installed in your CP in your system, then you can select and drag and drop it here. But if you don't have the CP card in your PC, then we will select the IE general and we will select it, and then we just drag and drop in the first line. And from here, we will select the plant bus option. And from here, you also must have to ensure what is our Ethernet card IP address. You have to put it here the same IP address. So I will open my Ethernet card configuration. Right click, and then you can see 0.10 is my Ethernet card IP address. So here I'll put 0.10, and you have to select the plant bus and then just click OK. And after that, you have to save and compile. So after inserting the network card, I will close it. And then now next our step is the AS and OS physical connection. To configure the physical connection, you have to come here and configure net or the net pro. You have to open it. So net pro is open. I will just click here, reduce the subnet length. So in our physical connection, you can see once we configure our OS, at that time we select this network plant bus, and our IEC general already physically here the connection is linked between our OS and AS. Okay, so now we'll move toward the logical connection. Physical connection already established. We'll move toward the logical connection of the AS and OS. To create a logical connection, you have to select it here, WinCC app, right click, insert a new connection, and you have to select from here the S7 connection, and then just click OK. So here you have to put, suppose your project name, I will put it mixer plant, And here you can see our CP side, like the OS side, this is connection, and our controller side or AS side, this is connection. Click OK. Okay. So, and after that, here our this part is completed, and then I will just save it. I will not do compile now. In the next coming up step, we'll compile it while we will do the download this hardware configuration. I will just save it. Okay, just close it. Now, next step, we'll click here in the options, then set the PGPC interface. In the normal case, when you will first time configure, maybe that this network connection card will be selected. So you have to select the PC internal local and then click OK. So here in below, you can see the which are all the PGPC interface is selected. Then next step is we will transfer the project configuration. For transfer the project configuration, or select, right click, PLC, and then click the config. So the PC station configure function transfer the project configuration to one or several stations. If you work within a one single station, the engineering station and OS are combined in the same PC station. You only need to transfer the configuration to the local station configuration editor. In the multi-station system, you should first configure the local station configuration editor for the engineering station RES, and then the OS station that are connected to the plant bus, you have to transfer the configuration. So you have to click it here, click over the config, and then press OK, and then press OK. So once the configuration is successfully transferred to the configuration editor, you will get the message transfer completed successfully. Okay, then close it. After that, then we will download the our connections detail in the configuration editor. So we'll click engineering station, then PLC, and click over the download to download the logical connections. Click yes and yes. Okay. So once our configuration is downloaded OpenSCADA, we'll check the station configuration is updated or not. So here is the station configuration area. Double click it, and here you can see the connection configuration is successfully downloaded, but our connection is not successfully downloaded. We'll recheck it. We'll right click and then PC, and yeah. So what we have to do, we have to compile it. We'll compile it. So net pro, in the net pro will compile it. So as you can see, this orange icon is showing that it's required to compile. We'll compile it. Okay. Okay, no error. Okay, then close it. And now we'll right click and download it. Yes. Okay. So if we open now, so that you can see now the connection also downloaded logical connection in the configuration editor. Press OK. Now our the fourth step of the basic configuration step will reconfigure the plant hierarchy. So see, what is the plant hierarchy? The plant hierarchy is a structured way to represent a physical connection and functional layout of any industrial facility within an automation system. It organizes the plant into logical sections and provide a clear overview and specify project configurations, operation, and maintenance. The plant hierarchy typically consists of the multiple levels, such as like the plant, the top level representation of entire facility, like area, subsection or department within a plant, like the processing or production area, packing area. Then units specify the equipment groups or processes within an area, like reactors, mixers, and then the device level, individual component like the pump, valve, or sensors. So we'll rename our plant hierarchy. So the process cell, I will rename it, right click and rename, like I will put the plant and then unit, I will rename with the production, and then I will rename with the line 1, and after that I will put rename with the mixer 1, and then in the last element I will put the pump. Our all logic, we will do our logic in the last hierarchy. Here you can see the pump. So our plant, we renaming our plant hierarchy. Then the next step is assignment of the plant hierarchy. So suppose this, if this production, right click object property, then come here AS and OS assignment. So here, as we have only one controller, this assignment or OS option is not available. But if the one project, if you have the multiple controller, then this option will be enabled and you have to assign which of the hierarchy for relevant to which controller. Okay, so I will just cancel it. Then we'll customize our plant hierarchy. Suppose I want like the line 1 could be visible in the runtime. So for that, right click object property. No, not right click. Like you have to right click and then hierarchy, plant hierarchy and settings. So here you can see multiple some option is available. So what all these options? So the first is included in HID. If you check any of this box. Okay, the folder name will be part of the process tag name. So this process tags you can see in the tag management. So for the timing, I will not take anything. After that, this maximum number of characters. In the maximum number of character is allow from 1 to 24. So we already put it the maximum. And after that, this OS area. So here you can decide which hierarchy level for the project, like the plant production or line 1 is transferred to the top navigation level of the OS during the runtime. So I want like my level 3 hierarchy will be the top level, like level 3 is a line 1. So I want line 1 will be the top hierarchy in my OS runtime. So I will select it and press OK. So after customization of this our plant hierarchy, now we will move our fifth step toward the logical development. So I will just rename it. Right, this my CFC chart. My all logic. I will develop logic in the CFC chart. So I rename like the pump, and similar manner I will rename my picture also. I will also put the pump. Okay. Um. Okay. So here you can right click, insert. You can first add an project hierarchy folder, then you can add CFC and picture also, or like you can just copy it and you can just paste it. For here I want like two of the my objects, like one is the pump and second I want the wall also. So let them copy it. So I will rename this, right click, rename. I will put the wall, and here I will also rename it wall, and picture I will also rename it. Okay. So first I will add the advanced process library block in this CFC chart. Right, select it and just click and open it. So our CFC chart is open now. Now we'll select here library, and after that we'll select PCS7 library version 9.1. Just expand it, then the blocks and plus template blocks, and then from here we will select the drives, and here we will select any of the motor, either any of, for example I will put the motor large object block. Just you have to select it and then just drag and drop it here. So our block is we import and just right click. So I will rename my block. I will put P01, and that's it. Yes, I will press OK. So here you can see it will execute in the OB35. So that's it. Just I will close it, and similar manner I will open the wall CFC chart also. So click here over the libraries, and then we'll select PCS7 APL and then we select drive, and from here, like I will select this large wall, select, drag and drop it here. So our right click over the wall and select the object property. So here I will put the name, just wall 01, and click over OK. So now our sixth step of the basic configuration is the compiling and downloading AS. So now whatever we developed the logic in the CFC chart, so now we'll compile it. So right click here in the compile. So here you can see it's only giving us the entire program compilation option. The change only is disabled because we are doing the first time, we are compiling the first time our and this logic. So we'll select, keep it, select the entire program option and press OK. So as you can see, we are getting the 0 error and 1 warning. That's okay. It's just deleted the OB1. We are not using the OB1 right now. So click close. Now I will just close my chart. And now next step, we'll start the PLC sim simulator. And click over the PLC, run P. And now I will open my hardware, open the hardware configuration. So I will compile it. Okay, and after that I will download and click OK. You can select and then press OK. Okay. Okay. Do you want to? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Our hardware configuration is successfully downloaded in the controller. Now we will download the chart. For that, come here in the chart, right click, PLC, and then click over the download. You can select from here the mixer plant, and you can directly download all configuration also. Those all the option is available. Just select the entire program. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, it's successfully downloaded. So click over the close. So now our next step is OS compilation. So for the OS compilation, you will just select OS object, right click, and then click over the compile. Click the next. Then this is our plant hierarchy. Then click next, and then select the our S7 program. Then click over the connection. Then we'll select the network connection. So our case, we have the industry Ethernet, this option plant bus, and click over OK, and then click next, again next, and click over the compile. So our OS compile without any error. Just click here OK. So now we'll open we'll go toward the next step, designing OS process picture. We'll open, right click, open the OS object. So come here in the graphic designer, and then it will load all of the images. Just wait for a few minutes. So our graphic designer is open now. So here you can see we have we rename these all one pump picture object, and after that we did not rename this mixer picture object. So I will just rename it mixer one object, and then the line picture object I will also rename line one. Okay, perfect, fine. So graphic designer, just go down. So as you can see, we have the mixer and line one. So I will open the mixer one, and just I will open the graphic designer. So our mixer one picture is open now. Just click close. So now here we will import some tank object, tank, and I will select, and I will take this tank object, right, and select and drag and drop it here. I will just little bit increase, little bit, not more. And after that, I will take one polygon tube, and I will just select it. Okay, then come in effect, global color scheme, shadow, yes. Then I will come in the style, weight, I will just put 10, click OK. Okay, fine. Then, so first I will move this my motor object. Yes, I will move over the line. Just readjust it. And similar manner, this wall also I will move it here. Okay, perfect. Now I want some changes. Once my motor is run, then this our pipe color should change. For that, I will add one animation. Add animation and select the tag. And from here, you have to first select the TCP IV, then mixer plant, then this pump. And after that, then we'll select the right tag. So I will select the start value and click OK and select the boolean, add a property line color. In the true case, the line color should be green, and in the false case, the line color should be gray. Okay, fine, that's it. Okay, and line color in normal case also should be lighter green. Okay, perfect. That's it. I will just save it. And one more step is pending to before the run the project. Uh, Open the this tag management. Okay, so right click, open, and then or right click over TCP system parameters, and then select the unit. If you are using like your CP card, you can select this option. But for my case, I'm running this project over the simulator, so I will select the PLC sim, click OK, and you can see here our you have to must ensure this should be our controller IP address. That's it. Just close it, and after that, click here to run the project or activate the project over the final step. So our runtime is open now. So as you can see, it's not the resolution of my runtime is not adjust with my monitor. So I will just stop the project and I will readjust the resolution of my monitor. So first, before that, it's important to know what is the resolution of my monitor. Right click display setting. So as you can see, 1920 and 1080 is the resolution of my monitor. So open the OS project editor, right click open. And here you can see the resolution is is selected. So I will select 920 and 1080. Okay. And I have just one monitor, so it's by default selected, right? Apply. Click OK. And after that, just run the project again. So our runtime is open now. So I will select the mixer. So select the motor object and then come click here the parameters and then the simulation, click and click on and execute OK. So as you can see here, the simulation icon is appeared now. Now click over the home default button. Now click here and click over the start command and click over the OK button. So as you can see, our motor is start now, and I will turn on the wall also. Click here in the simulator and then turn on the simulation on. OK. And after that, we'll open the wall and click over the command and then open and OK to execute. So as you can see, our wall is also open now. So that's it. So Alhamdulillah, we learned in this tutorial video what is PCS7 basic configuration is step to create a new project, and we step by step we created a new project in the PCS7. So thanks for watching this video.